we've been asked in the past, I have anyways, by fishermen that say, oh, I can't troll, it's too windy, my trolling motor can't keep up going into the waves, and I can't go across them, I can't go behind them. So we're going to do a quick video here on what we do in these conditions. Obviously this is not the best day to be out on the lake, you know, it's windy, but fish are biting, we're catching fish. So what we do is what has been termed trolling in four-wheel drive. Now, again, I'm not taking credit for that term. There's a master angler who I'm familiar with that he came up with the term and passed it on to me. Hi, if you're watching, Ted. And so what it entails is using either a kicker or, you know, a bigger motor, an outboard motor, inboard motor, what have you. The main drive motor of the boat to do the forward propulsion, and then
which takes the brunt of the work.
It takes the brunt of the work. That way, it takes all the extra energy your trolling motor would expel trying to move the boat forward, and it saves that energy. So the reason we call it four-wheel drive is because it's similar to a truck caught in the snow, and you've got a tire on the front and a tire on the back sharing the load. So we've got forward propulsion in the back, and we don't turn that motor. We leave it facing forward, locked in, just to push the boat forward. And what we do on the other end of the boat is we use the trolling motor. You can see Alex has it here. We use the trolling motor to dictate the direction of the boat. And that trolling motor, it has enough power to turn the keel of the boat and nose into whatever direction we want, so we can stay, you know, on our track.
And keep in mind here, so we're in these big waves, we're going about 2 miles per hour. I'm running my trolling motor at 2.5 speed, which even in flat calm conditions, 2.5 speed will not get me that fast.
Yeah, and we were in a not so windy spot on the lake earlier today, and what were we running? 6.5?
Yeah.
On the trolling motor, just to make minimum speed to pull crankbait.
Yeah.
And this is a much more efficient way of saving the batteries.
I bet you could run it for over a day, if not. Well,
yeah. I mean, we've done a whole day of trolling, and really haven't used the trolling motor very much at all, other than for steering and the occasional spot lock, you know, when we take a little break. But so if you're having trouble trolling, you got a bow mount, and you're just afraid you're going to burn your batteries up quick, don't be afraid to fire up the workhorse and let it do the work for you. Because we've caught fish using just the trolling motor this morning. The bulk of our fish today have come in the wake of that big motor rumbling. And a lot of people, you know, that's another question I've been asked. Oh, don't boats scare fish? Don't the outboard motors scare fish? I don't believe they do. If they're in super shallow, maybe at night, and it's really calm and quiet, and you go buzzing through in a power boat, I could see it affecting them. But you got to remember, the fish spend their entire lives underneath the water surface with boats racing around overhead. It's just something they accept and something that they're totally used to. You know, they're no more afraid of a boat driving over them than I am of seeing a semi go down the highway. You know, that semi could cause me harm if I got in its path, but I'm not afraid of semis when they drive by, just like I don't think they're afraid of boats driving over them, even at slow speeds. Yep. So anyways, I hope that helps you out, and don't be afraid to throw caution to the wind and try different things, because you know, we're always preaching that on this channel, and that's kind of our mantra, is just figuring out what works. Because if you do the same thing that's not working over and over and over, if we had burned through the batteries in 2.5 hours on the way home, you know, we're not learning anything that day. We're just going home and hanging our heads. So don't be afraid to take off in your own direction and try new stuff like this. And you know, feel free to let us know what you think of it. If it works for you, if you found something that works better, by all means, I'm all ears then. Yeah. So until next time, I'm Dan.
And I'm Alex.
And we hope you helped you out.
Yep.